14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of.
Yeah, so if you know that if you feel that we're wicked, you need to come up here and ensure that we're wicked. Alright? And as far as you coming up, don't come up and try to challenge us. Alright, come and listen. Because you challenging, you ain't gonna ultimately meet your goal of knowing what we're talking about. You just heard through the grapevine that we just cursed with the Bible in our hands. Come up here and listen. You know why people don't want to listen? Because you know that you're gonna be converted and healed. That's what that spirit deep down knows, man.
Titus 1:9, holding fast the faithful word as he has been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayer.
Exactly. And to convince the gainsayers. Alright, so if he came up here in order, how you're supposed to, man, ask questions and listen and go point for point, then it would amount to edifying. If we were wrong, we would have been exposed. Which we're not wrong. Alright? And it proves that because we had order up here and he had no order. Alright? And he was trying to get us out of order, just try to pull us away from breaking down the destruction of America, man. Y'all don't want to hear about America going down. America's going down because America's wicked. Alright? The reason why America's going down, for one main reason, is because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, the so-called white man, been putting us in persecution. He overdid it. Alright? That's one main reason why America's going to get destroyed. Yes, sir? Where's that grab to and they real quick? I wanted to bring this out earlier, man. You're here talking about babies dying. You just get it in a flash, so you just think we just talk about babies dying, but you got to understand why. Matter of fact, before we even get that, we have to get Proverbs 4:7. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is to retain scriptures and follow through on them, basically, right? It's a principal thing. Go ahead.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Get wisdom. All right?
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
So your wisdom is that we out here just cursing. All right? First you have to come up and check us out and see what we're talking about. Yeah, it's talking about babies dying and you're driving by. Your wisdom is that we talk about babies dying. The understanding is what you may understand why we're talking about little babies dying in America being destroyed. Because babies are wicked too. Alright? Everything is wicked. One thing people seem to know that is wicked is men. Women could be wicked too. Women are wicked. Driving all four kids in a lake, shooting our children up in the unemployment office. Decapitating the head, putting it in the freezer. Because people quit to say, oh, that's somebody's mother. That's somebody's dad too. Alright? But the point is, you need to understand what we're talking about. Stop trying to take it off face value because you hear us yelling something wrong with us. You need to understand why we're yelling. Use your common, your good sense. A person yells when they get angry. This brother got a Bible in his hand, he's angry. I need to find out why he's so angry. Ecclesiastes 7:7 if you have the wisdom of the Bible. Alright?
And on top of that, they could have read, you know what I'm saying, how you had Ezra ripped his beard, you know what I'm saying, Moses, he broke the stones. They got angry too. They just throw that out the window. But like, because that's the whole love doctrine thing, man.
And Christ beat, flipped the money over, whipped the niggas out the church, right?
And that's the New Testament.
basically you need to find out why, man. You know about the Bible. That's your wisdom. So you need to understand why we're doing what we're doing. All right, and then you can make a proper decision from there.
You know, it's like we're in the Sirach. Understand first, then repeat.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Zechariah 2:8, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we're out here to let you know that we're the Negroes, the apple of his eyes, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the person that touched us was a so-called white man. So if you hear us talking about basically this cracker, you ride by and all you hear, this cracker gotta die. Oh, this nigga Muslim. You know, no, stop for a second. You don't see us. First, that's the main thing niggas say, y'all Muslim. How you get that from?
Perfect example. It's like a perfect example. You was like, we out here to let you know that you an Israelite according to the Bible. It's all kinds of religions. We ain't never said we was a religion. Yeah. We ain't even get the part that we ain't even get out the part that we're a nation of people. We're not a religion.
Yeah. You just heard our face value of Israel. Read the Bible is a religion. So give me Amos. You gotta get Amos, man. Amos, chapter 1, verse
11. Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom.
Yeah, like if you want to hear thus saith the Lord, he would have stuck around, he could have heard this.
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yeah, because the so-called white man continuously overly oppressed. I mean, he continuously oppresses. He continuously do what he do to us. But yeah, ultimately the Most High gave him the power to, but he overdid it. Just like with slavery, he overdid it. Cutting off the joints, strapping them to 4 horses and smacking the horses so they could split the arms and the legs off.
Hanging us, taking pictures and smiling.
Yeah, they smiling, taking pictures, smiling.
That shows how people are asleep, man, because this reality, man. Ain't like we making this up. That's like the most dumbest question in the world. Why we mad at the white man? All right, go read a book. Go Google this shit. All right, go read that.
Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yeah, and that punishment is that thermonuclear missile, and them being put in slavery, where they belong, where they deserve to be for all the wickedness that they done done.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
And who is his brother? Jacob and Esau. Esau, the so-called white man.